Okay, turn 8, last turn. I was actually going to make this video, my unconditional surrender video, but then I looked at the rule book and the victory points you have, and even if I don't strictly have a shot at winning the game, it's close enough that I feel inclined for moral and sportsman reasons to play this out, right? So one of the problems is I'm reading the oil conditions, and no matter how long I stare at the board and look up a blank board online, that I can only find 10 of the 11 supposed oil fields on the map. I can see one in Romania, I can see one in Iraq, I can see one in Caucasus, I can see one in Saudi Arabia, and I can see one in Iran. That's 5 on this side of the board. And on this side of the board, I see Sumatra, Java, Borneo, Celebes, Dutch New Guinea. That's another 5, that's 10. And no matter how hard I look, I cannot find the 11th. So if you could shine some insight onto that, that would be great. But I think there's an outside chance, depending on what that 11th is. If you control the 11th and I just can't see it, I think there's an outside chance that I quite possibly take Romania, Iraq, and Caucasus and force you to lose that victory point. So I have no idea how this is going to go down. But anyway, it's the US turn, then it'll be the China turn, then it'll be the UK turn in this video. After that, I'll wait for your Italy and then do the last Commonwealth, France, and China turn. Yes, that's what's going to happen. So the US really doesn't have any relevant forces left on the board. They do, however, have an infantry in a mech in Denmark. I'm going to put it in a transport on A20, one move to A13, take it to A14 and put it in Berlin. I also have the fighter and tactical that are on the aircraft carrier in A13. I'm moving them to A14. They're attacking Germany as well. I also have a cruiser bombardment. That's US's only attack that they can make. That's relevant. So I have 2 1s, a 3 cruiser bombardment, and 2 4s because I have an upgraded fighter. You have 2 3s and 4 4s to defend with. So let's do this real quick. I have 2 1s, a 3, 2 4s to roll here. And I'm only going to get, oh, no, that's 2 hits. I thought I only got 1 for a second. I didn't see that 1 hit in the corner. That's 2 hits I got. You have 2 3s and 4 full 4s to defend with. 2 3s and 4 4s. All right, you're going to give me 2 back. There's kind of some glare on the board. I just want to make sure you can see it. 2 hits right there. So I'm going to lose my infantry and my mech, and I'm going to have my fighter and tactical still going. You take 2 hits. I assume you're going to lose your tank and your tactical and have 4 fighters remaining. So now I no longer have a cruiser bombardment. I just have 2 rolls for 4, and you're going to have 4 rolls for 4. I'm going to get 1 hit. You have 4 rolls for 4 to finish off my 2, probably. And you'll do that. You get 3 hits. So you're going to have 3 total hits from that battle, so you're going to have 3 fighters remaining. And all these US pieces are gone. For kicks, I guess I'll move all these transports. Doesn't matter, right? I'll leave them there. Fuck it. I don't care. That's the end of, that's the end of the US turn. Their buy doesn't matter, their collection doesn't matter, so I'm going to be done with them. I have a China turn now, and China can put an infantry on the board. That's their buy. And I'm going to attack some Japanese for the fun of it. Why not? Let's take some Chinese spaces back. These 2 infantry from Qinghai are going into Sichuan. One of these cavalry is blitzing Hopei to Qichao. take both of those. Another cavalry is going to go Hopei to Hunan, take Hunan, and another cavalry still is going to go to Hopei to Anhui. So all those are going to be Chinese now. I have to put more of my horses on the board. Hunan, stand up. Hopei. On another note, I have no idea where you guys get like your cavalry pieces. I looked on Amazon, I've looked in game stores, and I don't know where you got. So I have these horses from Hobby Lobby. I suppose they suit my purposes just fine, but Russia can also have cavalry, so unfortunately they can get mixed up. Maybe I just need to put like a red and a green stripe over it and that'll be fine. Who knows? I'm going to send, so I have 6 infantry and 9 artillery left to attack with. I'll send 3 infantry each into Shanghai or Shanxi and Honan, attacking each of your fighters that are standing there. And I'll send 3 artillery into Shanxi, 3 artillery into Honan, and 3 artillery into Sichuan. And then I'll send my fighter 1, 2, 3 into Honan as well. So I have 3 and 3, 3 infantry and 3 artillery going into Shanxi, 3 going into Honan with the fighter, and then 2 and 3 going into Sichuan. And that's going to be all the Chinese attacks. So let's start up top in Shanxi. I have 6 2s versus your 1 4. Went under the table, I'm going to get that later. Kind of a mess here if you couldn't tell. I got 1 hit, that will do it. You have a roll of 4 to give me. Missed. Next battle, I have 6 2s and a 4 and a 3. Going against your 4 again. 3 hits, 4 hits. Doesn't matter. Roll your 4. You got a hit. An infantry will die. And lastly, into Sichuan, I have 5 2s against your 1 2. Got a hit. And your 1 2 didn't hit. Okay, that's all the Chinese attacks. I'm going to take all these Chinese pieces off the board. I took a hit here. I lost an infantry. I didn't take a hit here. I'm going to actually make this look presentable before I forget. Three infantry, 3 artillery in all those spaces. So I need another U.S. artillery. Some of my friends use French artillery for the Chinese. It probably actually makes sense, but the U.S. artillery look more in sync with Chinese color, so I kind of just use that. You have special yellow pieces for the Chinese. That's pretty good. I have seen those online. I haven't seen cavalry, but I've seen those. So now I control most of China here. I haven't updated your moves for Shanghai and Hong Kong. That's because I'm never going to get to go after it. So they're yours. You can keep them. But I took a lot of inland China back. That feels kind of cool. And that's going to be China's turn. They get to put an infantry down. And that might have no, it doesn't have a twin relevance because Japan won't move again. So it doesn't matter. Put it in Hopei. Nice. Okay, last turn is going to be the UK. The only thing that can matter with UK's buy is that somehow, no, their buy doesn't matter either, right? I don't think so, because you can't reach India and you can't reach UK with the Italians. That's the only thing that matters. So I'm going to ignore their buy and their income and go to their turn. I've been forgetting to do troop dispositions actually. I'm going to do all 3 of them after my turn, just in case it's important for Italy. I apologize for that. Definitely the ones in the Middle East and North Africa are going to be relevant and important for India. So I'll definitely remember to do those. Okay, UK turn. Their attack. First of all, I'm going to try to put another dent into the Berlin defenders. I can take a transport here from C zone A15, take it to 14, pick up the 1 infantry in Norway, and then attack Germany. Also can reach Germany is the strategic bomber in Leningrad. Going to Germany. The strategic bomber in the United Kingdom. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do have radar. Yeah, the fighter can land in Western Germany, so that's going to go in there too. I'm going to have some shots against these fighters there. And we'll see how that goes. Also important for the British is going to be Iraq. There's no oil space on northern Iran, so I'm not going to bother to take it, I think. Hopefully that won't come back to bite me, but I have a mech and an artillery from Transjordan that's going to go into Iraq. 2 fighters in Egypt that are going to go into Iraq. 4 tanks and 2 infantry from Iran that are going to go into Iraq. And then 2 strategic bombers from Calcutta that are going to Iraq. And hopefully that'll be enough to take it. And hopefully you don't take those 4 transports there and just ruin Egypt. That'd be a sad victory point to lose at the end of the game. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to start in Berlin because the US roll went better than expected. And I think I might have an outside chance to take it with UK and then perhaps... Oh, but Anzac moves before the Italy. Oh, and Italy can blitz through to retake Berlin. Oh, it's all for nothing. I feel so bad. I'm never going to be able to hold it. I thought I was doing something relevant. I wasn't, but I'm going to finish it up. But the Iraq battle possibly matters, so definitely going to play that one out. Didn't think of that. That's all right. That'll be the second time this game I'll take Berlin and still manage to lose, so I'm having fun. I have a 1... Oh, and you know what? I'm going to make my battleship bombard too, as long as I'm doing this right. So I have a 1, a 3, 4 2s for the strategic bomber, and a 4. So 1, 4 2s, a 3, and a 4 against your 3 4s. 2 hits. 3 4s are going to roll back. They're all going to hit. I'm going to lose. Oh, fuck. That's a lot. That's not good. It means I can't take it, I don't think. Yeah. Oh, I just said the F word and this is going on YouTube. I wonder how that's going to go. I think I've avoided swearing this whole YouTube clips. I don't know if it's going to let me upload now. I may have to find a way to edit that out. Anyway, you're going to lose 2 fighters. I'm going to lose everything but the fighter, I guess. So now it's going to be a 3 versus a 4. My 3 missed. Oh, the fighter's going to live. Whoops, drop that. 4. Oh. Come on, don't tease me. 3. Hit. Big deal. And now you can destroy the fighter. You won't destroy it, though. Fighter's going to live, and it's going to go to Western Germany. Okay. Italy still probably has Western Germany's forces numbers, but, you know, it just got a little bit more interesting. In Iraq, let's see, I have 2 infantry, a mech, and artillery, 4 tanks, 2 fighters, and 2 strategics. That's going to be 2 for 2, 2 for 1, 4 for 2, 6 for 3. Okay. Okay, so what did I say? I said 2 for 1. The artillery fuses with the mech to be 2 2s, and then I have 4 more 2s for the strategic. Then I have a bunch of 3s. I have 2 fighters and 4 tanks. That's going to be 6 total 3s. Double, triple checking. There's no anti-aircraft gun there. I'm going to go ahead and proceed with the roll. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not too shabby. The 3s underperformed, but the 1s and the 2s definitely overperformed there. That's 7 hits. What do you have to hit me back with? You have an Italian infantry, German infantry, 2 Italian artillery, and 2 fighters. So that's enough to kill you there. That's enough to take Iraq. So you have 4 for 2 and 2 for 4 to hit me with. So 4 for 2, 2 for 4. You want to give me 2 hits back. I'll lose 2 infantry. Okay, I'm taking Iraq. seriously, I've never edited my videos before. I don't know if I can just edit out a segment on what is it, the Apple iPhone video editing. If you're hearing this and you don't know what I'm talking about, I said a bad word earlier. Realize that this is going on YouTube, and I probably need to find a way to edit that out. So I'm going to have to do that before I upload, unfortunately. But I'm taking Iraq here. I lost the infantry. The bombers went 1, 2, 3, so they have 4 more moves, and we'll land them in Egypt. The 2 fighters are also going back to Egypt. We're going to try to hold there as best we can. It's unfortunate the French did not move before the Italians because I could use that extra defender in Egypt, but that's not how it's going to be. I'm going to go ahead and end the turn and give some troop dispositions for US, China, and UK in order, starting with the US. The fleet in P12 has not changed. I still have 5 carriers. 5 carriers is 9 fighters and a tactical bomber, my transports, and a destroyer. Doesn't matter, Italians can't reach there. I have 5 transports sitting in A-20. I have 1 transport in A-14, an American cruiser, and a carrier, along with a British transport and an Anzac transport. For the Chinese, I have 2 infantry in Szechuan, 3 artillery in Szechuan, an infantry in Hopei, a cavalry in Qichao, a cavalry in Huchan, and a cavalry in Anhui. I have an infantry and 3 artillery in Honan, and I have to land a fighter. And the infantry, a fighter and an anti-aircraft gun in Shenxi, 3 infantry and 2 artillery in Shanxi. That's all the Chinese pieces. The UK, just got a low battery notification. It didn't stop my filming though. Okay, we're still filming. 4 tanks and artillery and a mech. British, of course, in Iraq. 2 fighters and 2 strategic in Egypt. Those are the only British forces there. I also have 4 French infantry and a fighter, 1 Anzac infantry, 2 tanks, and an anti-aircraft gun there. I have a fighter in Western Germany. I have a bunch of ships in A-14. I have a transport, a battleship, and 2 destroyers in A-14. Stand back up, sir. There you go. I have a transport in A-19. I have 5 anti-aircraft guns in London, infantry in Gibraltar, and infantry in a anti-aircraft gun in Malta. That's all the pieces. That's my turn. Please let me know about the oil fields. I'm genuinely curious. Yep. Go ahead, Italy, do your thing.